Alright, so Infinix is hitting us today with one of the best phones you're gonna find in this price range. It's got wireless charging, fast charging, a solid processor and a high quality display. Today we're talking about the Infinix Note 40S. I'll be covering everything: specs, pros, cons, the price. But hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Alright, let's dive in. First up, the design. Personally, I think it looks great. There's a version with a leather texture that's super slick, and then there's a standard plastic one. Design is subjective obviously, but I think it's a nice look overall. The build quality itself is plastic. Now, moving on to the display. We've got a 6.7 8-inch screen here with Full HD Plus quality at a resolution of 1436 x 1080 pixels and a pixel density of 393 per inch. It's an AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and a brightness that goes up to 1300 nits. Plus there's Gorilla Glass for protection, though we don't know which version exactly. For this price range, this screen setup is spot on. The 120Hz with AMOLED and decent brightness will give you a solid experience, and the curved edges give it a stylish look. Some people might not be fans of the curved display, but honestly it's got a nice vibe. As for performance, it's powered by the MediaTek Helio G99 Ultimate processor, built on a 6nm process. This chip's performance is pretty close to the Snapdragon 695, so you'll get decent reliable performance for everyday use, browsing, gaming and apps. It's not going to be the most powerful thing out there, but for the price, it's definitely solid. The phone comes in a single variant, 256GB storage with 8GB of RAM, and you can expand the RAM up to 16GB by using some of the internal storage. From what I've seen, it probably doesn't support an external memory card, but I'm not 100% sure on that. On the camera side, it's got a triple rear camera setup, a 108MP main sensor, a macro camera for close-up shots, and a third one for AI or depth sensing. Not totally sure on that. The rear camera can record videos in 2K at 30 frames per second and 1080p at either 30 or 60 frames per second. Up front, it's got a 32MP selfie cam that records 1080p at 30 frames per second. Battery wise, it's packing a 5000 mAh cell, which should last well with the power efficient processor. It also supports 33W fast charging, so you can get up to 50% in just 31 minutes. And it got 20W wireless charging. Now, honestly, having wireless charging in this price range is a nice perk. It even supports reverse wireless charging. The Note 40S runs on Android 14 out of the box, supports NFC, but there's no headphone jack. The charging port is USB-C, the speakers are stereo, and it's rated IP54 for dust and water resistance. Color options are black and green, and it has an in-display fingerprint sensor. Alright, let's talk highlights. The screen's great for the price, and the processor holds its own. The battery with fast charging is solid, and that wireless charging feature is a real bonus. Now, for the downsides, I don't see many, but I feel like it should have come with an ultra-wide camera like some competitors. And finally, the price. It's going for $225. As for competition, the Realme 12 4G is probably the main rival in this price range. It's the strongest competitor to the Infinix Note 40S. So yeah, if you have any other phones you want us to review, drop their names in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.